YouTube can be a great career, but if you've ever considered doing YouTube as a career, there's an avalanche of things to learn. What's my niche? Who's my audience? How do I film videos? How do I edit videos? What kind of camera do I use? How do I write compelling titles? How do I make a good thumbnail? How can I get as big as possible as soon as possible? How do I deal with shitty comments about my videos and music? And why do I wear a chicken mask? And probably the biggest consideration of all is YouTube even worth it? Being a YouTube content creator is one of the most sought after careers in the whole world today. And I've just finished taking Ali Abdaal's Part-Time YouTuber Academy course, and it was kind of like getting a university degree in YouTube. I learned so much about all the steps for turning YouTube into a meaningful career. I have to say, YouTube is a massive endeavor to take on, but I want to tell you something important. It is worth it, but it depends on what kind of duck you are. When it comes to ducks, there are only two types, a dabbler and a diver. A dabbler duck is the type of duck who spends its time happily swimming around on the surface of the water, eating the food that's close to them and within reach. A diver is a duck with a different type of commitment. It will eat whatever is on the surface, yeah, but it will also plunge down as deep as it can so it can find the food that it really loves. What's interesting about what kind of duck you are is this. A dabbler, by definition, also means to take part in an activity in a casual or superficial way. To be successful on YouTube, though, you need to be a diver. You need to get deep into it. Commitment to YouTube is essential. One of the first things that Ali Abdaal points out in his Part-Time YouTubers Academy is that there are 3 stages of becoming a YouTuber. He draws out this simple flowchart with 3 boxes to show the progression of a career in YouTube. They are get going, get good, and get smart. And where things get really interesting, though, is where Ali shows that there are 2 ways of approaching YouTube: as a hobby, or a dabbler, or as a business, a diver. In each stage of your YouTube journey, the choice you have is to consider it a hobby or a business. And yes, there are many shades of gray in between the two, but the only way to really make a career out of YouTube is to choose to make it a viable business in all 3 stages of your YouTube journey. The results you'll get depend on whether you choose to do it as a hobby or a business, and why. YouTube, you see, is a platform that rewards commitment and quality content. In order to make consistent quality content, it requires effort. Building a YouTube channel is unlike building your own television network. And the way you talk to the camera counts. Your stories count. Your programming counts. But the one thing that counts more than anything is your viewers. Yes, they're the ones who really matter. So give them good reasons to follow you and support your YouTube journey, and they will be a fan for years to come. And that's the real secret to making a career out of YouTube. Time. Consistent quality content over time is the only way that you'll set yourself up for success. In fact, let me show you how time and commitment will affect your YouTube career using this time machine dimension splitting sperm. To the future! Whoa, I'm 3 years in the future now. You really got to get yourself one of these. I'm here to show you the difference between YouTube as a hobby and YouTube as a business. I've gathered the evidence in this envelope to show you what each approach yields. Hobby, business. Let me show you. As you can see from these stats, there is a massive difference between the amount of subscribers, views, and income that occur depending on how you approach YouTube. You might also be suspicious that these stats are made up, but hear me out. As a YouTube hobbyist, my video creation and uploading schedule has been kinda willy-nilly. Dabbler Me has uploaded a total of 27 videos over the past 3 years, and as a result, I've gained only a handful of subscribers and a few thousand views. As far as my earnings go, I've earned nada. Zilch. But for the me who took on YouTube as a business, there's a whole different story to tell. The business YouTuber me took all of the steps that Ali Abdaal taught me to take to make YouTube a career. I got going and started making regular videos to upload weekly. I made 50 videos. It was a steep learning curve, but I just kept on going. I got very few views or subscribers with those first videos, but I kept going. Next, I focused on getting good at making videos. So I worked on things like my storytelling, lighting, sound, and I worked especially hard on my editing. And I got better at it over time. I made 150 videos in the get good stage. And as the content quality got better, the audience started to grow. I started to make money from AdSense, and I even got a few sponsorships. And then I got real serious about YouTube. I started farming out my editing, and my scripting got a lot tighter. My titles and thumbnails got better too. I had my first and then my second viral video. My subscriber count blew up. I began to see more sponsorships, and my AdSense revenue got substantial. So now I'm sending people to my Skillshare courses from my videos as a whole new income stream. Link below. My point is this: YouTube can be a great career, but you need to treat it like one from day one. If you'd like to treat YouTube as a hobby though, there's nothing wrong with that. Hobbies are really, really good for you. For a YouTube career though, Ali Abdaal says that the next 2 years, approximately, your work is to get good at making videos, but more importantly, get good at making videos that are entertaining and meaningful for your viewers. YouTube has a ton of features that are going to help you do that along the way. The algorithm is designed to help quality content get in front of viewers. So have patience. It will kick in and benefit you eventually. And then your tribe will gather. Your views will rise. A viable business and career is possible with that kind of effort. If it doesn't happen, then there are 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is that maybe your content isn't cutting it, but you can fix that. And reason number 2 is that maybe you're treating YouTube like a hobby. If you're interested in learning how you can make YouTube a career though, consider taking the Part-Time YouTubers Academy with Ali Abdaal. I have a referral link for you just below. This is a professional learning opportunity, and you're going to get really serious about YouTube if you take the course. And if you do end up buying the course from my link, full disclosure, I'll make a small commission. But I can tell you something from first-hand experience that this course was kind of like getting my degree in YouTube in 6 weeks. It's not a cheap course, but you do get what you paid for. And you're serious about YouTube as a career, right? If you like this video, then check out this next video that's coming up about doing what you love to do in life. I wrote a whole book on this topic. Have you ever heard of Ikigai?